All right, 2 cards on the bottom for Herman, a multi 5. And we are ready to go. Audrey fetches.
Nah, not even playing some dumb shit.
Man's good.
Swamp.
What happened this season with Hunters, man? You changed.
I have to. I was.
All right, Herman, skeptical of basic swamp. Thinks it might be a misplay. Let's see what Audrey follows up with. Dark Ritual. Oh boy.
Exsanguinator Cavalry.
Exsanguinator Cavalry. I don't know if the Twitch chat are gonna and the YouTube commenters are gonna know this one, so we'll get the text up on the screen.
That one I'm aware of.
Results?
Yeah.
I'll pass to you. So it wasn't that bad.
Are we gonna see some blood tokens, chat? I don't know if we've even seen blood tokens on 90s MTG yet. I'm excited about that possibility. All right, Petal, Dark Ritual.
Black.
Tuesday?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, just.
Entomb. Uh-oh. Sidenorna says there is a major content creator who has a wicked Doctor Who stompy deck. Wow. I don't know anything about that. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, so Atraxa into the graveyard. Oh, come on, Audrey. You had Dothy Voidwalker in hand, and you started with Exsanguinator Cavalry? All right, reanimate on Atraxa. Atraxa will enter. Kidding aside, I think Voidwalker is likely a much better play on turn 1 than Cavalry in the blind. Let's see what gets revealed here. So Raucous Theater, Bloodstained Mire, Swamp, Entomb, Atraxa, Reanimate, Grief, Shieldred, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Herman resolving this correctly, dividing everything up by type.
Yeah.
Look at that technique, folks. All right, Reanimate was redundant, taking that, taking Entomb, taking Shieldred, and taking a basic Swamp. So Atraxa is in play.
You can face it.
Yeah, well, it's just for practice as well.
That's fine. Makes sense.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Alright, how on track, sir?
I'll play Swamp for turn.
Yep.
I'll use Black Floating and move Entomb.
Okay, another Entomb with the black floating from the earlier Dark Ritual. Uh-oh. Okay, Archon of Cruelty gets put into the graveyard. A little bit hard to see underneath my little box. There's a peek at Herman's graveyard now as an Archon of Cruelty. There's a Reanimate in hand, as we know.
Five.
Okay, so the Archon of Cruelty will enter. Its ability will resolve. Exsanguinator Cavalry is deleted. Discarding Una's Blackguard.
Go ahead.
So you have 8, I'm at 6.
Yep.
Get the spicy emotes dropping. All right, Audrey scoops it up.
Yeah. Turn.
Cracking Pluto Delta again.
Counter from each. Cut here. Make a dinosaur. Text? Yep. Check Chase.
Play this.
Wow.
Grief, pitching Orcish Bowmaster. All right, we're going to get a look at Herman's hand, which is Thoughtseize, Troll of Khazad-dûm, Fable of the Mirror Breaker, Orcish Bowmasters, Reanimate, Fatal Push.
How my card is.
Draw.
Go
to text. Attack Jace for 6.
What do we take here? Reanimate is busted, of course. We know that. Is that the pick? Thoughtseize is pretty annoying. Troll Reanimate is a possibility.
You rolled up if you
Bowmaster is not that scary.
After that, I have
Fatal Push? Personally, I don't feel Fatal Push will be the pick. We don't know Audrey's hand, obviously, but I don't anticipate we're taking Fatal Push here. I would be surprised.
I mean, Blood Moon effects are pretty good.
This will come off.
Okay, going for Troll of Khazad-dûm and reanimating the Troll. All right, that makes some sense.
Same thing. Does it have the trigger?
yeah.
Oh, my mistake. Just reanimating Grief, taking reanimate. Okay. Okay. So didn't reanimate the Troll. Went for Grief and knocked out Troll and reanimate. Okay.
3 cards left?
So no Swamp Cycle, no reanimate for Herman. But Herman might fire off this Thoughtseize. Or just Fatal Push the after cracking the Verdant Catacombs. That feels less likely, though. Is Herman going to... Oh. Reanimate, Exsanguinary Cavalry, and Polluted Delta is the hand. So Audrey does have another Reanimate, so might go after the Troll on the next turn, but... Alright, so... Fatal Push on the Grief unlocks the play of Reanimate on the Troll.
The chalice is really good. So, I think it's a reasonable keep.
This is going to get interesting.
You have like Leyline Binding. It's not trivial to cast after like a...
If Herman gets stuck on lands, Reanimate on Troll could be really good.
Yeah, these.
Yeah, this is 9.
Just the planes, it costs 4.
Okay, reanimating Herman's Troll and passing.
Resolves ability.
That can give me enough of a window for me to like...
Make a dinosaur and then cast.
On this cast, I'm going to forward it, pick them up.
And then I'll make another dinosaur. Put a draw.
Oh yeah, I think I'll be exiled. I could have fought against that even maybe, but then
Grief pitching Thoughtseize, Exsanguinator Cavalry is taken. The other card in hand is a basic Swamp, it looks like.
So you use the Fatal Push, Catacombs.
Play into this and have to blow it up. Or do I not? Or just look at controls at once. I should just sit there and...
Yeah, maybe Audrey anticipated the Grief getting Fatal Pushed and that play of reanimating the Troll would be live. Undercity Sewers comes in. I think we're just splashing Surveil lands now. No blue cards in the deck.
True. This is true. This is true.
Can sometimes come.
It does come up. I've definitely drawn sample hands where my only land was a Surveil land.
What's the rail?
Make 2 dinosaurs on my feet.
Time.
Okay, Grief into the graveyard.
6.
Let's go to 13.
Go to text.
Big attack from Troll of Khazad-dûm, owned by Herman, controlled by Audrey.
Reanimate.
Another reanimate, this time on Grief.
Thoughtseize Fable Bowmasters. I'll take the Bowmasters.
Yep.
Bowmaster makes sense this time. Don't really care about Herman lowering his life total with Thoughtseize. Audrey is hellbent.
I'll bother that. I'll put the turn aside.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
2 dinosaurs. Cast
Reanimate
this.
your Exsanguinator.
Okay, reanimate on Exsanguinator Cavalry. This is getting interesting.
And pass turn.
Go to text.
Yes.
9.
Text.
Yeah. Put a 1.
Cards.
3.
Plus 2.
He's done.
Yeah, you got it.
This is yours.
Yep. That's yours.
All right, Audrey takes game 2. I think Herman is mostly playing red for Fable of the Mirror Breaker, cards like Blood Moon. I don't know if even Pyroblast is in the deck. I played against Herman at this event and got completely destroyed. Felt like I had no chance in both games. Kind of a Rakdos scam deck. Kind of this mono black aggro deck we've seen a lot lately.
It's not in my hand. It comes up eventually. But yeah, I'll have this.
Sure.
Lotus Petal.
Black.
Yep.
I would discard it and no free.
Void Walker, sure.
I'm not gonna do it all.
Four masters.
Repeat Masters.
Do I know if it had Saw in half? I did not see Saw in half in Herman's deck, no. Fairy Macabre, Dark Ritual, Shieldred's Edict, Reanimate, Orcish Bowmaster.
That's invite.
I don't think Herman had Saw in half, but I'm not sure. We did not collect lists at this event.
I pass.
We do have an event coming up this weekend, though, and if Herman plays this deck, I'll be sure to try to get the list for everybody. So if you're in our Discord server, which all of you joined, right? All of you are in our Discord server. Keep an eye on the Decklist channel for whatever lists we gather. If you're watching this later on YouTube, this was probably a week and a half ago. All right, Polluted Delta.
11 now? Yeah. He ults at 12. Put.
Yeah.
Okay, now Thoughtseize from Herman. Are we going to get another peek at Audrey's hand? Probably.
I thought about actually taking out a shard.
Going up to 13.
My favorite that
Bottom.
got the game.
I mean, it's the same hand.
I'm only running one of her now.
This time I'll take the Fairy Macabre.
Okay, Fairy Macabre taking this time. Dark Ritual, Shieldred's Edict, Bowmaster still in hand. Stealthy Voidwalker will attack. Fairy Macabre and Reanimate are exiled with void counters on them, in addition to this Polluted Delta that was just cracked right now. Undercity Sewer.
I'm gonna lie, a Dalfi with a Reanimate.
If anything, Jason,
very
Scary.
I have to have fun with that.
Yeah, Stealthy Voidwalker with a Reanimate trapped under it is pretty scary, I'll agree. There's a Reanimate exiled with a void counter on it. Food for the Voidwalker, potentially.
Well, there were a lot of dinosaurs in that game.
You want that in your void zone.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to
I
like.
do
There's
my
like
void
six
thing. I
things
mean, I
I'm
have one already. Like, no, I know. It's
Another basic swamp.
That's why I was surprised when you mentioned it. That man, that's young. Like, that's a good, like, big advantage if you're young.
It's an interesting conundrum. Dark Ritual?
So you have 4 floating?
4.
Okay.
Now 2, sacrifice a non-token. This goes to my graveyard.
Okay, so Shieldred's Edict following up with a Bowmaster. Voidwalker is gone. And an Orc army is created.
16, so 16, I took 2, so I should be at 18, and you
Yeah, Audrey is in the chat pointing out the fact that Surveil lands are playable in monocolored decks now is interesting. The Surveil lands have been a great addition to the format, I think. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you've heard my complaints about legacy mana bases being quite boring. I'm happy to see a new land breaking through and getting a lot of play. All right, so Grief comes in, takes a Shieldred's Edict.
Pretty good, yeah.
Stalker?
Stalactite Stalker past the turn. Haven't seen Stalker much lately. Kind of simmered down a bit.
Alright.
Combat?
Didn't check you.
Reanimate?
Reanimate Stealthy Voidwalker. It comes in. So now all the stuff with void counters on it is fair game if this unlocks from Summoning Sickness next turn.
What do you have to do to trap it? Search? As long as you're on search.
Pass, no descend.
Just wait until MH3.
No attacks.
With descend. All you have to do is descend and then easy mill. People go, I can't believe they printed these mill cards too broken.
Bowmaster?
Bowmaster is good.
I'll keep it. Me too.
Bowmaster, your Bowmaster.
This might look weird.
You have a token.
Yeah.
And human.
Thank you.
Cast a battle.
Yeah, yeah.
And cast a question through.
Okay.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Sack,
Yep.
cast your ritual,
My ritual? Oh, I haven't.
and then cast your ritual.
Show this.
Ha! Voidwalker sacks to cast a Dark Ritual, and now Shieldred comes in for Herman. That's not very nice.
Counter pedal.
Well, Audrey now needs to beat his Shieldred. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, I made your Dalthi. I'm at 11.
Okay, reanimate on Daunthy Voidwalker. The exiled with void counters on Herman's side is empty, so nothing for this Voidwalker currently to hit.
Yeah, I'll pass. Trigger.
I don't know if Fable of the Mirror Breaker is the only red card in the main for Herman, but it's a very light red splash. There's not a lot of red cards.
Attacks with both. I'm gonna.
Big attack, Shieldred in Grief. And Chump Shieldred. M. Cook says, played my first weekly with Doctor Who Stompy and had a great time. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
My turn.
Oh, yeah, maybe there's a Molten Collapse. I think I remember seeing that.
Your Shieldred.
Okay, so now Voidwalker will take the Shieldred after he gets Fatal pushed. This is quite a game. Herman will find Raucous Theater in Surveil.
I was hoping to fade a fatal push draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good draw, Fatal Push.
I don't know if there's any way to play around that. Surveil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be graveyard.
Okay, I'll take 2, so I'm at 6.
Yep.
Go to my end steps, trigger for the Stalactite. This one was your. Actually, no. It doesn't go to my
Yeah,
graveyard.
the checks your own your.
The standard, yeah, doesn't go.
Yeah.
Pass to you, trigger for the Shieldred.
Make a dinosaur.
9.
All right, Shieldred's going to trigger.
7.
Delusional Crowd says Herman told me he plays Collapses in the sideboard and Blood Moon in the sideboard. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds right.
Wasteland.
I'll take the bar, but
What are you doing?
I'll take the damage.
Oh, you're at 5.
4.
Shieldred attacking. Orc Army chumping.
Pass to you.
Draw.
Trigger goes to 7.
Wasn't really a possibility of triple block with Celatite Stalker.
Trigger for the standstill. I'll drop the rage.
Cabin of Souls aggro.
Yeah, the mono black decks are great for legacy affordability, I think.
Have the restriction of only being able to cast one type.
One more time.
No master's good.
Target blocker.
I'll sacrifice it, taking this thing. You don't get the token. I'm at 5. So you're at 7, I'm at 5, right? Trigger, draw. I'm at 7, 7.
What you targeted the DLC with the reanimate? I think it makes sense to
Did you get that?
or not to prove it, like
Force block.
3. Sanguinary Cavalry. Pass to you, you're at 2.
Go starts against.
Okay, Sanguinary Cavalry comes in. And handshake, Audrey gets the match.